In this tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to paint this beautiful sunset illustration in Procreate. Before you start, make sure to download the color palette and that you have all my free brushes. Everything is linked in the description of this video. And if you enjoyed this tutorial and would like to draw more of me, make sure to check out my Patreon. I add their new video every week and I will teach you different styles and techniques. Link is in the description. So with all that being said, grab your drawing tools, relax, and let's start. Let's make a new canvas, A4 canvas from Procreate. And first we're going to color the sky, the background. Let's pick first color. Take color number 1. And we are going to draw here some stripes of colors that we are going to blend later. So to do it easily and quickly, we can use the selection tool. Let's take it over here. At the bottom, let's pick rectangle option and turn on color fill. Let's select a rectangle on top of the canvas, more or less like this. Okay, tap here to finish this. And now let's add here another color. So let's take next color, color number 2. Again, take the selection tool. Now select your rectangle over here, lower. Make sure that your colors will be overlapping and tap here to finish this. Let's keep doing that. Let's take next color, color number 3. Take the selection tool, select it over here. Okay, tap here to finish. Take next color, color number 4. Take selection tool. Now let's draw a rectangle like this. Tap here to finish this. Let's take another color, color number 5. Take the selection tool. Make a rectangle like this. Tap here to finish. Next color, color number 6. Take selection tool. Make a rectangle like this. Tap here to finish. And now last color, color number 7. We can just drop it to the empty space. Okay, so now let's blend those colors together. For this, we're going to go to the adjustments over here. Take Gaussian blur. Swipe your pencil on the screen to the blur size, and we can make it 50%. Okay, tap here to finish this. So our sky here is ready, but we can move it up a little bit because now we are going to draw here some trees at the bottom, so we would cover this orange color. We want to see it. So let's take arrow tool. With the uniform option selected and snapping turned on, we can move it up like this. Okay. I think like this would be fine. Tap here to finish this. And now let's draw some trees. Let's make a new layer on top of this one. Let's pick the color. Take color number 12. Let's pick a brush. Let's go to calligraphy and take monoline brush. With the brush size 20, we can just draw here at the bottom a wavy line like this. Okay. Let's color this inside, over here. And now let's add here some trees on top of it. We can do it easily and quickly with a stamp brush. Let's take it. Let's go to my siakulaart freebies brushes. And take here this one, 2 different sizes. With the brush size 47, we can now just stamp here some trees on this. I'm going to leave here an empty space maybe. I think like this will look nice. And now we can add here a red tint on the edges of those trees, a red glow. To do it easily and quickly, we are going to select the edges of those trees, of this shape. Let's take the selection tool. Over here, let's pick automatic, turn off color fill. And we are going to tap here on the outside of those trees. So some over here. Swipe your pencil on the screen to the right to adjust the selection threshold. Let's make it almost 100%. Okay. So now we have everything outside selected. And to select here the edge of the trees, we're going to add here feather. So let's tap over here and change the amount. Let's make it 5%. Okay. So with this selected, we can make a new layer. Let's open the layers, make a new layer, and we're going to fill it with a color. Let's pick the color, take color number 13, open the layers again, tap on the new layer and pick here fill layer. Now to have this color only on those edges of the trees, we have to set this layer as clipping mask. So let's tap here and pick clipping mask. Okay? So now it's not much visible, but when you turn it off, I guess you can see the difference better. We can change the blending mode of this layer to give you a really nice red tint. Let's tap over here and set it to hard light. Okay. And we can make it glow a little bit by going to the adjustments and taking here bloom option. Swipe your pencil on the screen to the bloom size. And then at the bottom we can change other settings. So let's see how we can make it glow more. Okay, I like the settings like this. So my bloom size is 44, transition max, size 20 and burn 63. Let's tap here to finish this. And now we can blur all of those trees because they are far away and they shouldn't have like a sharp edge. So let's go to this layer with the trees and we can add here small Gaussian blur. So let's go to the adjustments, take Gaussian blur, and we are going to do it 1 or 2%, maybe 2% will be nicer over here. Okay, and now tap here to finish this. Let's add here a lighter color at the bottom of those trees. So for this we can make a new layer on top of this hard light layer. We are also going to set it as clipping mask. So we can draw only on the trees and we can change blending mode. Let's tap over here and set it to add. Let's pick the color. Let's take the same color we used for the trees, so color number 12. And let's change the brush. Let's go here to airbrushing and take soft brush. With the brush size 22, we can color here the bottom part of those trees. Okay, so like this. And let's make it still a little bit lighter. Let's change the color. Take color number 11. And very lightly we can just add it here to the top. Just a little bit. Okay. Now we can make a new layer to draw the trees in front. So let's tap over here. Let's change the color. Take color number 14. And we're going to draw them in the same way. So let's change the brush to monoline brush. Let's go to calligraphy and take monoline brush. Let's draw here a line to draw the trees. Maybe like this. Color this inside. And now let's take the brush with the trees. So go to siakulaart freebies and take 2 different sizes. We can stamp now some trees over here. Like that. And now let's take a small break and I would like to ask you to write a comment, I can draw this. It would mean a lot to me, I would know that you enjoyed this video and I could see who is watching me, so thank you for doing that. And now let's go back to drawing. And again we're going to make the edges of them a little bit red, so we can use the same method. Let's take the selection tool. Let's tap here on the outside. And now pick here feather. Make the feather size about 5%. Okay, and with this selected, let's make a new layer on top. Right away we can set it as clipping mask and change it to hard light. Let's take the color, take color number 13. And now tap on the layer and pick fill layer. Okay. Over here right away I'm going to turn down the opacity. This is a little bit too strong. I'm going to make it about 70%. And we can add here a very small bloom effect. So let's go to the adjustments, take bloom. And let's do it. Maybe like this will be enough. So my bloom size is 53, transition max, size 34 and burn 29. Let's tap here to finish this. And now we can go back to the sky and add here some clouds. So let's go to the layer of it over here and make a new layer on top. Let's pick the color. We can start with color number 9. And let's pick a brush to do this. Let's go to my siakulaart special and take here watery brush. With the brush size 6%, we can start drawing here some lines going across of the sky for the clouds, just like that. Make them bigger and smaller. Oh, and by the way, if you are interested in learning about paper cut designs in Procreate, I have a new course coming out very soon. If you want to check it out and sign up on the waitlist to get a special discount, link is in the description. Okay, so let's continue over here. I think like this will be enough for me. Let's change the color. Now let's take color number 8. And with this bright color, we can add some more clouds, more on the bottom of the sky. Let's draw a little bit on top of the ones that we just drew. Now a little bit over here, higher. Okay, we can smudge it a little bit now. So let's take the smudge tool, let's tap on it, and we can set it to the same brush, so watery brush from siakulaart special brushes. With the brush size 5%, we can very lightly smudge this, make it spread nicer over here. Just be very light, you don't want to destroy the shape you already drew. Okay, like this. Now let's add here another color. Let's take color number 10. For this, I'm going to make the brush size a little bit bigger, maybe 10%. And I'm going to draw here bigger cloud on top. Like that. Okay. And also add here some of this color at the bottom. And now I'll make the brush size smaller, 5%. And just add a few smaller details with this color. So I'm drawing lines under the ones that I already have over here. And some on their own. We can smudge this a little bit. So let's take the smudge tool. And very lightly we can blend those colors together, but not too much. Okay, like this I think it's enough. And now let's add here the darkest color. Let's take color number 11. We can draw a few clouds on their own here at the bottom. And now draw some more shapes on top of the other ones. We're going to put this darker color more on top of the sky. So like this. Now let's make the brush size bigger, maybe 13. And I would like to have here a bigger cloud. Somewhere over here. I think like this is okay. Let's smudge this. So take the smudge tool. Okay, I think this is enough. Now we can add some more depth to those clouds. Let's make a new layer for this. And let's change blending mode of this to multiply. So tap here and pick multiply. We can make the brush size smaller, maybe like 5%. And just draw with it. Oh, let's take the brush. So I'll make it 5%. And we can just draw now in few places on top of the clouds we already have, making them darker in few spots this way. And we are going to smudge it in a moment too. So let's do like that. Okay, now let's change the color. I'm going to make the red clouds even more red. So I'm taking color number 8. I'll add it over here. Just in a few spots. And I think that's enough. So now let's take the smudge tool and we can smudge it. Just don't smudge it too much. Okay, once you're happy with your clouds, we can move on and maybe add here some kind of stars. Let's make a new layer for this. And let's change the color. Let's take color number 4. And let's pick the brush. Let's go to my siakulaart freebies brushes and take stars. With the brush size 6%, we can just add a few of them. We don't want to have too much because this is a sunset. So maybe we can see a few stars, but not too many. Okay. So I think like this is enough. I don't want any more of the stars. Now maybe let's add here some birds. Let's make a new layer for them. And let's pick the color. We can take color number 14. And let's take a brush. We can go to my siakulaart special brushes. And take here birds. This one. With the brush size 32, I'm going to stamp a few birds over here like this. I think this will be enough like that. And now in the end, to close this illustration, we can draw here some leaves on top. Let's make a new layer for them. We can use the same color, color number 14. And here I'm going to use brushes from my brush set. But if you don't have them, don't worry. You can use maybe this leaves brushes from my siakulaart special brushes or this bush brush. And you'll also get a nice effect. So I'm going to go to my siakulaart trees and leaves brush set from my landscape brush set. If you're interested in it, you can check it out. It is linked in the description of this video. And you can pick here any kind of leaves that you want. I'm going to take this one, leaves 8 transparent. And with the size 27, I'm going to add here some leaves on top of the canvas. I'm going to make here like kind of like a closed shape. I think this will look nice. Okay, so when you're done with drawing the leaves, this illustration is finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you can share drawing with me on Instagram. I would love to see it. And if you'd like to draw more of me, don't forget to check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye!